Shanti. In order to be an easy yogi, become experienced in God's love, almighty form through absorbed remembrance. For those who are constantly absorbed in remembrance of the Father, that is, for those who are merged in Him, the Father is constantly merged in their eyes and in every word spoken through their mouths. Instead of being seen as just bodies, they will be seen as almighty authorities, ones with all powers. Just as in the beginning of the establishment, Sri Krishna was always visible in Brahma's form, in the same way, the almighty authority will be visible through you children. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today is day 17. In order to be an easy yogi, become experienced in God's love. Today's topic, Almighty Form through absorbed remembrance. Now we will listen to Didi. Just to let you all know that we have a little internet issue. So there's little blurriness in the video and audio. So just have power of yoga. It will be fine soon. So now we will listen to Mohini.
Om Shanti. It's very beautiful and Shanti one, but heavy rains. So that means some problems in internet. So I hope it's better now. It's clear. Can I see hands? No? Can you hear? No or yes? Show hands. As time is coming closer, Baba wants everything in our being. Baba wants us to be the embodiment. Baba wants us to be image. Actually, remembrance of Baba, we should make it very natural. Let's say if your father is a judge or a surgeon or any one well-known person, do you forget? Always there will be thought, I am son of a judge. I am son of doctor. I am son of this. I am child of this one. And that remembrance is consistent. So this whole thought that as a soul, I am Baba's child. And Dadi Prakash Mani said, then you have just one strength and one support. So I'm thinking that why we cannot have a natural remembrance and we have a consistent remembrance. Because how can we forget, right? Like as we say, someone asked, Mama, how many hours you remember Baba? Mama said, this is not a question. Because whom else will I remember? So all of us should just simple awareness, I am Baba's child. My Baba is almighty. My Baba is ocean. My Baba is my teacher also. In some way or other, there should be this natural, what Baba calls samriddhi, awareness. So it's practical. It's not something we cannot do it. Whose child are we? Whose children are we? Mm. So that should be the feeling all the time. And that will show through your face. It will show through your words and also in actions. But first it has to be awareness. Right? So Baba was saying that almighty form always absorbed in remembrance. So this is the only way. It's not I say, Baba, you are almighty, Baba, you are this, Baba. We have introduction of Baba. We know who Baba is. And just be in that some remembrance. For those who are constantly absorbed in remembrance of the Father, that is for those who are merged in the Father, Om Shanti. All these saints in drama shows us that we shouldn't be dependent. I know that when there was COVID and we all use Zoom, all the time. Some never go to center because they are on the Zoom. But I always said today we are able to use Zoom. We don't know tomorrow, right? So that is why Baba says in Murli that internet, all these devices, facilities might not be useful. So what we have, Baba has given us, you all know what set Baba has given? Voiceless. No, what we call it, wireless. And that set is where there was a beautiful long class by Asha Didi in ORC about how to keep your wireless set ready. And that is, she said, Baba had said, voiceless is wireless. That means critical times when devices won't work, electricity won't be there. Because as soon as there is any kind of thunderstorm or anything, calamity, any kind, first electricity gets shut down. Half of the town, full town. So all this will happen, right? So don't get like uh, any kind of disturbance why it's not working. It could happen anytime. So what we have to do is that our connection with Baba should be so clear. And that is why here they're asking each other who has a powerful connection. Right? So same way will need a spiritual powerful connection. So when there is powerful connection, some or other you will be guided. You will understand the directions. You will know how to do, what to do. There is so much dependency on Google, right? And these days they call Uncle Google. Call Uncle, right? Anytime. Look at Google. But if Google also don't work, then what? So keeping our intellect line clear and powerful is very important. So let's finish this and see. So Baba says, when you are merged, when you are in Baba's love or remembrance, you are merged. So for them, their eyes and in every word they speak through. So Baba says, what happened? Their mouths, it will be visible. Instead of being seen as just bodies, they will see is almighty authority. So once with all the powers, just as in the beginning, what had happened? In the beginning of the establishment, Sri Krishna was always visible in Brahma's form. In the same way, the Almighty authority will be visible through your children. Some of the effort, collective effort, we all have to do. That means we have those points, our practices, our interaction with each other, our relationship, all based on these dharnas, these kind of attainments. So I think we will start planning. Bhumi was saying this morning, she said, this morning Baba was seriously telling that prepared for complete stage. So I was telling her those who are older in age, they already think all the time think. But those who are young, they think we still have time. But to become perfect, Baba said the board of too late hasn't yet been put. Time will come very soon when there will be a board of too late. So everyone has to practice collectively. Yeah. So I told her, oh, let's plan something, right? Young ones can also think about what should be our stage. Because when any calamity happened, when bombs fell, they don't see who is young, who is old. You must have heard in Gaza, in Israel, it's the children who are suffering most. They don't have baby food, they don't have proper shelter. They really children are the most who are suffering. And the violence also towards each other in different countries is on children, right? So it's not question of calamity or any kind of violence discriminate between old and child. No. Sometimes they target intentionally young people so that the younger generation don't grow. So yes, we all have to be ready. Right. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi. Om Shanti. You've given us such an experience of being in Madhaban. Can you hear?
One second.
Can you hear?
Just one second.
Om Shanti. Can you hear me there? It's I don't think it's coming through.
Yes, go ahead. Yes, now I can.
Yeah, we just heard you.
Oh, okay. So you're giving us such an experience of being in Madhaban. I'm in, of course, Brazil. It's late in the evening here. But Didi, I was just thinking about a couple of things. Watching the program from the beginning, I was just remembering Dadiji, how she was the embodiment of this almighty authority, that I'm the almighty authority is with me. I'm the child of this one, as you were saying. And she had that power. Once she asked me to go with her to the Kumbh Mela, and this was in 1977. I think I was new in Gyan, and I had just, obviously, I had just hadn't come out completely of bhakti yet. But there was a program in Allahabad. They had a program there, a big one. They had a big exhibition set up, and they'd invited one of the Shankaracharyas to be there. And Daddy was so powerful, so humble, and we were not very well known in those days. He came in, he was being carried on a palanquin, on those people carrying the seat, and he had to sit up at a higher level from everyone else. I was just thinking how humble Daddy was, how powerful she was. She didn't need anything. She was completely, as was said before, free from labor, free from worry, free from obstacles, no ego. So that I've seen her in a few situations, but you must have had so much experience with Daddy, how she was the embodiment of that authority, but at the same time totally humble. So what do you remember most from Daddy G?
I think that Dadi, she was real, right? She was in and out, same, very authentic. And it's so interesting that to take care of Yagya or no, Baba is there, Baba will do it. But of course, are three words, Nimitta, Nirman, and Nirman. So she has these three words all the time, Nimitta, Nirman, and Nirman. So we all have to always remember. I was telling them, I was sharing that day. Muniben also telling them, why you all keep repeating we are chief, this is additional chief, and we don't like it. So they said, what should we say? He said, just say Baba has made them to take, take care of the family, and that's what we are doing, right? So Nimit Bhav is very important, because when you are Nimit, then you are humble and very, very creative then. But if there is all the time title consciousness, I feel so odd. I said, to consider yourself head is to get headache, right? Because then you keep thinking of problems but Nimit, right? Let's see what Baba has to, what he wants us to do. He wants to do through us, maybe. But Baba will do it. So Dadi was the practical embodiment of these three words. These are her words, right? Every Dadi left different three words. Like Dadi Janki used to say, truth, cleanliness, and simplicity. So these were Dadi Janki's words. And really in the end, she keep telling me, keep reminding everyone this. They should remember Sachai, Safai, and Sadgi. These were Dadi Janki's three words. Like Brahma Baba's three words. Nirakari, Nirankari, Nirari. So everyone, so we have to follow Dadi. Be embodiment as instrument, and practically be, ever today saying, you should be visible, Almighty should be visible, right? How you feel about yourself.
So important, Didi. I was just also this idea. I've been thinking a lot about how to keep that at the same time, and I think one thing conditions the other, as you said about Gaza, the situations of the world are becoming so drastic, and as Baba says, the urn of sin is overflowing. So it's very easy to have the unlimited disinterest looking at the scenes happening around us. But that has to also come together with total interest in Baba, because once I saw a very good definition of Vairagya, it was you have something so valuable that nothing else has any flavor, nothing else has any value. So I have such a valuable Baba. So how do you keep this? How do we guarantee that I have the consciousness that it's Baba's love that is the only thing that's interesting, and everything else is not interesting. This is what I think the meaning of viragi is. How do we keep that feeling real? What do you do to? My focus is on Baba, like Daddy was like that. I personally, for example, I like to look at the picture. I didn't meet Brahma Baba physically, of course, but I met Bab Dada through Daddy Guzar. So when I look at the picture of Daddy Guzar, and I know that the time that I was in front of Baba was such powerful drishti that you just melt totally in that love. And then at that moment, everything else had not, you couldn't see anything else. So how do we develop such viragya that at the same time is total love for Baba at the same time? How do we do it? How do you do it?
I think that when actually we are merged in Baba's love, and then based on that, whether it is self-progress or service of the world, so our intellects are so absorbed in that automatically there is no interest in anything else. So many things, if we remember, when we came as young Brahmins, we still had interest. And when we look at ourselves now, there is no interest for anything, really. But also, as much I feel, as much we become full, that much also there is lack of interest. Because those are attainments, but they're not everlasting. So I think that more we remain absorbed in love, more we will have vairagya, We won't like anything. Like we say that there are so many who left knowledge and they came back because they said there is nothing in the world. There is nothing for us in the world. So you notice too that what we call as XBKs, so they are out, but still they are kind of pulled because what they have experienced as power, joy, true love, that they not find anything anywhere. And that is also called disinterest.
Didi, we have developed a program actually in all of the countries in Latin America. Last 2 weeks, we've been dedicating a special attention for tapasya on the soul being in control. So first week we did the attention on the eyes because Baba was talking so much about how eyes can betray us so much. And so a very simple exercise is starting with Amrita to control the eyes. And then this week was ears. And the week that we're coming into is the mouth. So, and of course, the mouth is used for two things: is to speak and to eat. But how can we guarantee? Now, this is one thing that we'll be probably looking at this week. Like today was still attention on our ears, in the question of discerning what's to listen only that which is true and not listen to something which is not true. And then the coming week. So one of the things that we're probably going to look at, how can we guarantee that the words that come out of our mouths are like Baba's words? This will be one of the attentions we have. So it's something that's fascinating us. All of the Brahmins in all of the Latin America doing this effort together every day. Just a simple exercise, but it's been very interesting. So how can we guarantee that the words that come out of our mouths are actually coming from that depth of Baba's love?
Words are connected with awareness, right? So if there is constantly awareness of whose child I am, awareness of remembrance of Baba. So if only that is in our awareness, then definitely what we say will be Baba's words. But we have to connect very much with awareness, whether it is actions, it's the action, isn't it? Listening, seeing, speaking, they are actions. That means use of our sense organs. So if you have good practice of remaining absorbed in Baba's love, then automatically you are sure that what you will speak will be Baba's words. Because there is nothing else, no one else is the intellect. No, once we asked Dadi Janki, how come you are able to talk so much? Or how you only talk about knowledge? She said, because I have nothing else. I have nothing else in my intellect, so I will speak only Baba's words. Right? So first we have to check our awareness, our attitude.
We came down the ladder, the soul being influenced through, but from the world through the sense organs. So it makes sense that a Raj Yogi has to have that self-sovereignty. And I think it's probably easier to look at how we use our mind, how we use our sense organs, than not just concentrating on our thinking and getting beautiful thoughts, but if I really become soul conscious while I'm looking at someone or hearing someone or speaking to someone, it seems to me that that's a good path to the highest efforts that we need to make. And then it becomes natural. Baba becomes more interesting than anything else, isn't it?
Like Dadi Gulzar used to say, Baba is my world. So we are not influenced by my own or anyone's sanskar, but my own sansar is Baba. So that's what's going to happen with all of us.
Yeah, this is really so, Didi. This is really a great moment. You've been in Metaban for a while now, and not
Yeah,
a few weeks. And how long are you staying there till?
until I think November 8th.
You come back for
Because,
Diwali?
no, Diwali is October 21st. We
Oh,
do
okay.
Diwali, then Baba is October 31st. So we do that and then come back.
Oh, okay. So
Everything okay in Brazil, yeah.
it's fine. Everything's going quite well. We we're very much involved in the activities leading up to the climate conference of the UN, which this year is in Brazil, and it's mobilizing a whole lot of things. We're meeting lots of people, very interesting. But this thing that gives us the experience as you were describing, um, when we're in the gathering of other people who are just talking about Lockic things and politics and economics, about climate change, we have the experience that we've got something so valuable that no one else has. And so that sort of shines out in the midst of all of these things. So things are going well. Lots of programs leading up to the COP. We had one yesterday, the day before yesterday, and the day before that as well. A talk at a important university. So everything's going well. Service are going well. Centers are going well. Can't hear you, Didi. Your mic's off.
I said Baba has said nothing new, no? Baba has already told us that all this will happen, right? So it's nothing new. So, and even if you want to know, have the information minimum, but don't keep talking about it, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, lots of love to the family. Om
Thank you,
Shanti.
Didi. Nice to see you. Nice. Give ya pias everyone in Melbourne.